Spoilers ahead! Kirk Kettner and his ex-girlfriend Marnie have separated. But now Kirk wants to reunite. As he prepares his speech on how to win back his ex, Kirk's friends mock him for being pathetic. His best friend, the Stainer, says he hates his partner and wishes they were still apart. A few hours later, Kirk meets Marnie, who has a new boyfriend named Ron. Kirk, though, kicks him out of the room to talk to her. She tells him Ron is more successful than he is, even if he owns a knockoff Pizza Hut. She refuses an earring holder with her photo engraved on it. Kirk's job was as airport security the next day. When he sees a lovely lady boarding a plane, Mr. Kettner wants her strip searched. Kirk intervenes and stops him. She thanked him for his assistance. He discovers her name is Molly. Molly learns she left her phone at security, so she has her buddy Patty calls her phone. Kirk answers it. He tries to return it before the plane takes off, but she orders him to keep it till the next day. She's returning for a museum event. Kirk agrees. Kirk tells Devon what happened to Molly the next night. Devon tells him that everything will work out, despite his reluctance. Devon joins Kirk on the occasion. He asks some waitresses where Molly is. Katie, one of them, is her sister, and she directs them to her. Kirk returns Molly's phone. When Kirk tries to leave, Molly invites him to stay for a drink. He accepts. Kirk accidentally spills his drink on the museum's director, getting him and Devon kicked out, but Molly follows him and invites him to spend the night with her. At the next island game, Kirk apparently accepts her offer. At the airport the next day, Stainer and Devon try to persuade Kirk to date Molly, whom he considers unattainable. Marnie tells Kirk that she'll be joining his parents on their vacation in place of him. Fortunately, Kirk is with Molly and doesn't care. Kirk takes Stainer to see Molly and Patty at night, but Stainer tries to seduce Molly. When Patty and Kirk are alone, she tells him Molly is onto him. A few days later, Stainer keeps telling him she doesn't like him, but Molly brought Patty. Set her up with Stainer, who prefers Molly. But Molly calls Kirk back to ask him out. Dylan is enraged. Patty tries to dissuade Molly from dating Kirk. She isn't the type of person who typically dates him. The next day, Kirk is still unsure why Molly wants him, but Stainer says he got along well with her during the game. A few hours later, Kirk and Molly share dinner. He discovers Molly used to be a lawyer. His clothing makes him appear to be a member of the staff. When he returns to his chair, he discovers Cam, Molly's ex-boyfriend, seated there. Luckily, Molly clears the air and Cam flees. He learns more about her family after supper. A kiss goodnight follows his decision to drive her home. Kirk brags to his friends about his successful date with Molly. His pals think he invited Molly to dinner with his folks. They said it was inappropriate to meet parents so soon. When she visits his residence, his parents are captivated by her beauty. Molly joins his family for supper. They ask her improper questions. Marnie gets dressed up when she sees her since Ron is flirting with her. Even though his father asks her about Kirk, she says he makes her chuckle. His father invites her on the family vacation. Marnie reluctantly accepts their offer. She tells Molly that she and Kirk used to date, but Molly ignores her. Later, she is with his family. During their basement hockey game, Molly takes Kirk back to her apartment after making out with him. Kirk, inexperienced, finishes swiftly. Sadly, Molly's parents visit her with Katie, so Kirk hides the stain in his pants. Luckily, he escapes the flat before anyone notices his odd behavior. The next day, Kirk is humiliated by his friend for his inexperience. When Marnie tells Kirk she wants to date him again, he tells her he really likes Molly, but she hasn't returned his calls since the previous night. Stainer then tells him it's a scam. Devon, in the meantime, gives him the guts to win her back. Kirk later joins Stainer and Jack for a gathering Molly organizes. She's heard that he didn't spend enough time with her family. He left because he ejaculated in his pants. Luckily, Molly accepts him, and all is fine. Sadly, Kim shows up and tells him about his intention to reclaim Mal. He doesn't think Kirk is dating her. Molly and Kirk had many dates throughout the day. Kirk's acquisition of a female, such as Molly, Kirk hasn't recovered from his past event. Jack tells him to look after his body. Insecure when the time comes, Kirk fails to shave his body hair. So he enlists Devon's aid, which worked well for him. Molly plans her sister Kate's birthday party at night. The party was a smashing success, but Kirk apologized to Molly's parents for being unpleasant the first time he met them. But Kim turns up uninvited. He convinces Kirk that Molly isn't as perfect as she appears. Despite his best efforts, Kim tells him to find it out for himself. Things are growing hot in Molly's flat. Kirk's insecurity comes out as they undress. Molly tries to show him something insecure to make him feel better. She has webbed toes. Kirk is irritated that this is all she has wrong with her. Sadly, they fight. Like Kim, Kirk doesn't treat Molly like a human being. She admits she went out with him because she thought he wouldn't abuse her in the way she describes. Kirk finally leaves her flat. Kirk and his family are leaving soon for vacation. He's trying to move on from his breakup with Molly by dating Marnie. He's attempting to make it work despite his displeasure. As it turns out, Stainer's girlfriend dumped him because he wasn't good enough for himself. Also on the plane, he talks with Kirk about Molly. Sadly, he can't get him on the plane. So he asks Patty to help him reunite them. Before the plane takes off, Kirk understands that he can't leave Molly behind. But the crew has locked the cabin doors, so he can't leave. Patty, on the other hand, drives Molly to the airport to catch Kirk's plane. So Stainer gets her on the plane. But when they go to the gates, the plane has left. So Stainer urges Jack to stop the plane. Luckily, Jack buys them some time. That is, the plane's passengers. Kirk, when he gets off, afraid of being thrown back on the plane, he flees Marnie's grasp. Then Kirk contacts Stainer to tell him Molly is at the gate. He knocks Marnie out so he can get to Molly. Kirk tries to apologize to Molly at the gate for elevating her. She interrupts. Insecurities aren't important to her because she just wants to be with him. Kirk pardons her for her words. Finally, he realizes that he and Molly are meant to be together, and kisses her passionately. Thanks for watching.